you will have to pay that, and you will still incur interest, and you will still have the obligation or the possibility of going to jail if you don't make those payments.
Ramos Law Group. Choose the firm that chooses you.
How do you end up in the situation where a parent is still paying child support although their rights have been terminated? Their rights are terminated, that means you are no longer a parent of the child, and that order would then go away entirely. Normally with the termination, it's usually followed by an adoption of a new parent, but while that order was in place prior to the termination, you still had an obligation to pay support, and maybe that child support amount that's coming out is a judgment for past child support that you never paid. That money is not automatically dissipated. It doesn't go away. It's still there unless you specifically get the other parent to waive those funds in negotiations for the termination adoption process. But if not, you will have to pay that, and you will still incur interest, and you will still have the obligation or the possibility of going to jail if you don't make those payments. Just be very careful that although my rights are terminated, I don't think I need to recognize or I can ignore this support order that keeps coming in. It's going to come back and bite you, especially if you get a judgment. Now I need to renew my driver's license or my passport. I need to travel, and I can't do any of those things because there's just judgment with the Attorney General's office, and they're not going to renew anything because we have to pay off that dollar amount or negotiate it down or get it reduced to a smaller amount or pay it off in a lump sum that is agreed to between you and the other spouse. $1 today worth more than on a monthly payment plan for up to 120 months, which is the 10-year support obligation. Be wary that if there was a support obligation, you go and seek advice of an attorney before making a decision on your own to just ignore it because you think it's going to go away. It's not. It's just going to accumulate. So just be careful.